We think she's alive. We think
do.
she's alive. We believe she's alive. We believe she's alive. Do we have proof? No, we don't.
Little Ava Grace disappears at just age 6.
She was reported missing from her elementary school in Texas.
It's hell. Just to be honest with you, it's hell.
Ava Grace Baldwin was 6 years old when she disappeared. In 2015, she vanished from San Antonio, Texas, allegedly taken by her own mother, Katherine, during a custody dispute. There was no ransom demand, no dramatic crime scene, just a child suddenly missing. In the years since, Ava's face has circulated widely online, shared across social media, especially on TikTok, as strangers try to make sense of a case that was never resolved. Now, nearly a decade later, Ava would be 16 years old, and so many questions remain unanswered. Is she still alive? Does she even know she's missing? Investigators say her mother has lived under multiple aliases over the years, moving quietly and changing both her and Ava's appearances to blend in. I sit down with Ava's father, David Hopper, and her aunt, Tina Hopper Fulbright, to hear the latest on this case in hopes that these clues will finally bring Ava Grace home to her family. David and Tina are with us now. First of all, I can't imagine, a decade without seeing your daughter, David, and your niece. Let's just start with David, the last time you saw Ava.
June 2014. She was just a fun-loving little child, full of energy. She came up here to stay with us for the summer break. We had a really good time, and she's, like I said, she's just the perfect little girl.
Now, David, I know that you were in a custody battle with her mother. Of course, ultimately, her mother would become a fugitive and is a fugitive now, and we're going to get to that. But talk to me a little bit about how that custody battle ended and what happened that her mother allegedly absconded with her.
We went down to San Antonio probably about 10, 13 times, something like that, going back and forth. Oklahoma had jurisdiction. They passed it back to Texas. Texas gave it back to Oklahoma. It was a big mess. But eventually Texas got it, and we probably went down there, probably at least 10, 13 times. We got joint custody. About the 7th or 8th time we went to court, we told the judges down there that she was a flight risk, and they didn't believe us. So she did end up leaving. After that, I went down there probably 3 or 4 more times trying to find somebody who could help us. And we finally got in front of a judge who gave me full custody of Ava. And that's when, charges was pressed against Katie, and that's where we are now.
Talk to me, both of you, about what it's like, the not knowing. So it's been a decade with no contact. What's the not knowing like?
That's a tough one. It's hell. Just to be honest with you, it's hell. There for the longest time, we didn't know because their attorneys told us there was foul play, and they said that they were missing, as far as not missing, but they were dead, which I never believed that, because there were also some things that they found out where she showed up in Florida. She also showed up in Moline, Illinois, where her father's from. But after a while, you become numb to it. I try to distance myself from it, because if not, it'll eat you up every day. About Katie, Ava's mom. I got a good support system. I got faith. God is good. He's faithful to his word. And that's what I got to hope for.
There is a fugitive warrant out for Ava's mother for absconding with Ava. Give us the very latest in terms of what you know as to where Ava and her mom can be. Do we even know if they're together?
No, we don't. She has an older sister that Katie adopted out years and years and years ago.
Sold her.
Well, according to Katie, she sold her, but who knows? Katie is a compulsive liar. You can't believe anything she tells you. The investigation is almost to day one, except everything that we have found out about Katie. And There's certain things I can't say. There's certain things they won't tell us. They just will not tell us. I asked her brother one time, how did your dad keep you kids hid? And he said they moved from family member to family member, and the dad worked underneath the table. He worked off the grid. He worked for cash. And they just moved around from family member to family member, and I do believe that Katie's doing that. Whether she has Ava now, I don't know. I have no idea.
Ava's 16 years old. She clearly knows that she has a father. Do we know why she hasn't reached out? Why she hasn't, she's basically gone off the grid. She must be living the life of a teenager somewhere.
She might be with another family. She may have been adopted out. Katie did try to get rid of Ava one time in Florida that we found out about. Yeah, there's a chance she could be with her mom, but who knows? And the other thing is since a young age, there's no telling what Katie has told Ava. She may have said something like, the father doesn't want nothing to do with you. She's at the age now that says, what, if you contact these people, I'm going to jail. Who knows what the case may be?
We think she's alive. We think
do.
she's alive. We believe she's alive. Do we have proof? No, we don't. When they found her car in Texas, the only thing missing was birth certificates, driver's license. It's not the first time Katie has took off and left everything that they owned with Ava. She did try to sign Ava over when Ava was 3 years old in Florida. We have been in and out of the court system since that child was born. When she signed Ava over to the couple in Florida, the paper stated that there was no father.
Why wouldn't she just give Ava up to you, David? Is it spite?
Vindictiveness.
Even her brother told us this, that when she was younger, if she didn't get her way, she would throw fits. She might not talk to everybody. It's all about her. When they were children, her and her two brothers was hid out for 16 years by her father. So it's a learned behavior. We was also told that when they went to go talk to Katie's father, he told them, we have nothing to talk to you about, and shut the door on them. So to that
U.S. Marshals.
Yeah, U.S. Marshals. He said that to the U.S. Marshals. That kind of, to me, if it's your daughter and your granddaughter that's missing, wouldn't you want to try to find out where they're at?
Why don't you share the flyers?
Yeah.
Why are you not working with the family trying to find your granddaughter and your daughter?
But they've not done anything. And he's supposed to be a pastor of a biker church, and we were told it's more of a cult. Who knows? So she could be, like Tina says, she could be bouncing around from family to family. They may have cell groups that throughout the nation, or she might be doing like a missionary thing. We're not really for sure.
Where should people be focused on the search for Ava and Katie?
We know that she has contacts in California, Texas, Florida, Illinois, and there was also a chance she may have been down in Georgia for a little bit in a place called Baldwin. Katie is known to frequent women's shelters, churches, because the churches will help pay her bills or get her free stuff, and the shelters aren't obligated to give out any information. She could be in the Moline, Illinois area, which is where her father lives. She also lived in Chicago for a while, so just could be anywhere. Who knows? That's just it. We don't know, but those are some of the places that we've kind of focused on. Like I said, around the Moline, Chicago area, she has a lot of family there, and that's where she was kind of raised in that area. So,
and she could be right there in San Antonio. It's a big place. It's a big place.
Yes, it is. I mean, that's what she did the first time. Whenever she would get in trouble, San Antonio is made up of 4 different counties. So she'd get in trouble in one county, she'd just move to another county. And the CPS did not keep all their records in one place because each county is different. But when the investigation started on it and they contacted the director of CPS, Ralph asked for, all the information they had on Katie. There was over 1,086 pages of charges against Katie. 1,086.
Having covered cases for many decades now, unfortunately, non-custodial abductions are fairly common. So I'm curious if you could tell me, I've talked to law enforcement and they say that this case is a big priority for them. Why do you think that is?
She's unstable.
Katie's unstable.
Yeah. Very unstable.
And they're thinking about the safety of Ava. Like I said, she could be with her mother. Then again, she might not. Other things you'll find out about Katie is she's a compulsive liar. It's everybody else's fault. Drugs, alcohol. When I met her, she had to have a payee for her Social Security. She got a disability check, which come to find out there wasn't really nothing wrong with her. She was just milking the system. She also liked older men.
Yeah.
Like way older men, older than me. So, because they're an easy prey.
There has been a lot of speculation on social media, particularly TikTok, about Ava's whereabouts, about, what she could look like. So what is it that the public doesn't know, has never heard about Ava or about Katie that we can tell them right now that could either help bring Ava home or could enlighten this case a little bit?
In the past, what we have found out was with her drug and alcohol problems, other people had to watch her. So, I mean, who knows who she's with? It could be with some guy that's not safe. We don't know. I mean, that's just pure speculation on our part. But the biggest thing is she's not in a good environment. She's not in a stable environment.
I think that they're not going to find her on social media. She is not with P. Diddy. It's not Bebe and Bebe or whatever them people's name is. That is not Ava. I don't think we're going to find Ava on social media. I do not think that, I think she's off the grid, and I don't think Katie is going to let her use any social media. I don't think you're going to find her in a public school. And here's the deal. Katie lies. Nothing has happened between David and Ava ever, or Ava and this family ever. Katie just wanted to make David's life a living hell for 16 years, and she told him that. I will make your life a living hell for 16 years. So this is all done in spite, but the one that's suffering the most is that little girl.
Because her story went viral for a little while on TikTok and stuff like that, we still have a lot of people that contact us with leads, where they might send us pictures with some little girl whose name is Ava and stuff like that. But all those leads that we get and personal messages, we turn them over to the U.S. Marshals and they investigate them. So far, none of them have turned out, but there's also the hotline which people could call in.
Does Katie go by any aliases or other names?
11. We have found 11 aliases.
She's going by 11 different names.
It could be Catherine. It could be Catherine Ann Brink. It could be Baldwin. It could be Moore. Who knows? She might even be using my last name right now. We don't know. But so far, we have found 11 different aliases.
She knows the system.
Yeah, she's worked in her
She knows
time.
that system.
Wow.
Mind-blowing things.
All right. Well, we are hopeful that some exposure will help to bring Ava home to her rightful home and get Katie served with the warrant. So David and Tina, thank you so much for your time, and we're going to do everything that we can to help. You can help bring Ava home and bring Katherine to justice. If you know anything about this case, please contact the Bexar County Sheriff's Department in San Antonio, Texas. That number is 210-335-6000. You can do a lot to help this family.